Live from the studio shaped like Anthony's basement, you're listening to The Last Real Heels.
It is a Friday night, and this is episode 3 of The Last Real Heels. I am Jose.
I'm Anthony.
And I'm Big Nick.
And we are here today to talk about some wrestling. But before we get into that, I would just like to ask you guys, what'd you do for Kylie Jenner's birthday?
I didn't even know what it was. I saw your stupid post about it on Facebook.
This is Kylie Jenner's favorite podcast, and she does love wrestling, so that's why we have to kind of plug her. But it was her birthday yesterday? It was yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How old is she now?
19.
19? Oh, wow. Big one night.
That's right.
Happy birthday,
That is right.
Kylie.
Still two years away from being able to drink, but it's a victory for mankind nonetheless. So, with that in mind, let's get this going. This episode is dedicated to Kylie Jenner today. So, Monday Night Raw, August 8th, 2016. So P. Diddy gets an awesome... Why do I call him P. Diddy? It's fucking Puff Daddy. Yeah, why do I call him P. Diddy?
He's puffy again, right? He's puffy.
Yeah, he's puffy again.
I have no idea.
Whoops. Well, then they started that segment, right?
This guy's name changes like every 5 years, man. It's ridiculous.
Did Enzo start Raw?
Yeah, Enzo did. Puff didn't show up to like the middle.
Well, I mean, he was in...
The intro, my bad. I'm sorry. I'm referring to the intro. They were like saying, oh, tonight on Raw, here's who's going to be here, and then it said Puff Daddy, and everyone booed the living fuck out.
Yeah,
That's why I had to reference that.
When you're not relevant anymore.
Yeah.
So Enzo opens up his 4th straight Raw, I think. I don't know. Cuts a promo, the same promo that he's been cutting. I might be the only guy on the planet that's slowly getting tired of this intro.
I mean...
Maybe I'm the only guy that really say that.
I still like it.
So do I.
I still like it.
I still love everything that Enzo and Cass do together. I've never wavered.
Did they have different intros in NXT?
No.
They had the same shit?
Same exact
I could have swore they came out and but they said different things.
Nope.
Who knows? I don't know, especially. Enzo points out Mike Trout. Mike Trout is not over in Anaheim, California, apparently, for everyone out there that watches baseball. Clearly no one likes Mike Trout.
I wonder how big of a baseball town Anaheim really is.
Probably not that big.
But that's a discussion for another podcast.
That is another discussion. Enzo mentions things about Chris Jericho, about his scarf. I disagree with Enzo, by the way.
As I recall, he called him John Bon Jericho, which was funny. I enjoyed that.
And then did the whole DirecTV commercial, which was nice. I enjoyed that.
I do not appreciate Enzo talking about Chris Jericho's scarf. His scarf is phenomenal. And I love Chris Jericho now. So Enzo, not over with me at the moment.
I gotta disagree, man. I've been tired of Jericho's whole thing with the scarf and his gimmick entirely.
Disclaimer: Nick's never liked Chris Jericho, so we will.
Nick hasn't liked Chris Jericho since 2008.
I'm sitting right in the fence on this one. I love both parts of this whole thing, so I'm going to squat right in the fence.
I think Nick doesn't like Chris Jericho, especially when he came back against Randy Orton in 2007 with the whole Save Us Y2J gimmick.
God, yeah, that's
pretty much exactly why you hate him.
I think that might have been the turning point. Yeah, that might have.
That was it.
When he said he was going to save us from Randy's childbearing hips, I believe the line was. And I'm just sitting there like, what?
Yes, but this is not Retro Raw, so we will not go too deep into that. But he calls out. He says that he's got help and shit, so he calls out Owens, and him walk to the ring. And Byron Saxton has the comment of the night and refers to both men as 2 Ford Explorers in a single car garage.
Which is the most if you're gonna make that reference, why not pick larger SUVs like Suburbans or something, like Ford Explorers, say Escalades?
I guess because guys that drive Fords have big egos, man. I think that's the
I don't know. I feel like
point of that comment.
I feel like there are larger SUVs and larger ego SUVs that can make that reference make a lot more sense. Well, whatever. Yeah.
It would have been better if he said 2 Hummers.
Yes.
So both men have a match right afterwards after talking shit for about 20 minutes to each other. They have a match. Jericho wins because Cass fucking kicked him really hard in the face. And I mean, then again, I was gonna say why he would do that, but this is Raw. Matches don't really matter on Raw. It's just a build-up for this tag match at SummerSlam. So
I'd like to point out that it's super random that Kev is just like on Jericho's side. Like, why? Like,
I think I know why. Because they're Canadian.
They're Canadian.
Oh, okay.
So that's
it's a nationalist. All right.
Italian Americans.
There's no other Canadian guys in the locker room.
Then the whole
right?
Canadian argument, like, why are Sammy and Kevin fighting? They're from the same province.
Pretty much. WWE writers. I don't know. So they're basically pitting.
They're together because of reasons.
Yes. The Jersey Shore versus Canada apparently is this battle with the whole Olympics going on. We'll refer to everyone as countries from now on, and certain parts of the state or the country. So Sasha has a backstage segment and mentions that she wants a handicap match. That's really stupid.
Why? That doesn't make any sense. Like,
because she's the boss and she's got to prove herself to everybody.
Not only that, but Charlotte and I think Dana's taller than I was about to say she's taller than Sasha. I don't think that's true.
Nah, Sasha's pretty short.
Dana's taller than her?
Dana Brooke? Yeah.
Really?
I would have said,
Yeah, oh yeah.
She's no offhand, but I would
She's like
assume.
a fucking nugget, dude.
No. Sasha Banks is pretty small, dude.
Yeah.
So she challenges. So according to those facts, Sasha challenges 2 taller and bigger women in a handicap match because she wants to keep her eye. She wants to keep her eye on Dana Brooke.
How does a handicap match make her any more visible?
She's gonna get her ass kicked.
They're heels. They're gonna do nefarious things.
Yeah, at least this way, Dana's not gonna like come out of nowhere and run down the ramp. And,
See, if I was Sasha, I would have said, "Hey, can you ban her from ringside, maybe?" Like,
pretty
she's
sure
annoying.
that's how she won the title. Yeah, they had Dana thrown out from ringside, right?
I don't know. I didn't see the match.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's how it went down.
The Raw after.
She was out.
Battleground?
Yeah, she was out there, and like she started interrupting and stuff. And then the ref was like, "All right, get out of here." And then everybody cheered, and then she went 1-1.
Oh,
Yeah.
still, regardless, Sasha is. I love Sasha Banks, but she's fucking stupid for that one. Puff Daddy had a segment. Who cares? I don't care. He plugged his tour.
Bad Boys 20 years old. Hey.
Big deal. He plugs his tour. Then Austin Creed plugs his YouTube channel. Up, down, down. Everyone better go there.
Probably refer to him by his WWE name, as most people probably don't even know who Austin Creed is.
Austin Creed is Xavier Woods for all the people in kayfabe land still reside there.
Or who aren't as smarky as you are.
Yeah, well, he refers to himself as Austin Creed on his YouTube channel, by the way. Doesn't refer to himself as the guy with the trumpet has a YouTube channel.
Trombone.
The trombone. I don't know shit about musical instruments. There you go. The only good thing about this segment was that Puff Daddy said nuts.
He did.
How's Biggie's nuts? And I think Kofi said, "Oh, they're all right."
Yeah, they're all right. They're hanging in
Mick
there.
Foley's like sweating because he's like, "You can't say nuts on TV." Oh, because I have kids. So, all right, Seth Rollins, everyone out there, Seth came and cut a promo. I'm gonna let Nick take this away because I really don't give a fuck about Seth Rollins or what he has to say.
The best part of this whole promo that he cuts, all right, he compares himself to Heath Ledger as a Joker, and he says Finn Balor is the Jared Leto of this, which I haven't seen Suicide Squad, so I don't know how Mr. Leto did as the Joker. I mean,
He was great.
I've yet to see Jared Leto play a bad role, so don't know how good that parallel was, but it was interesting to say the least that he went there with it.
So Seth shoots out some hot shit from his mouth for about 20 fucking minutes. Mm-hmm. Goes to the back because no one cares. And then Cesaro and Sheamus have a match. It was alright.
Yeah,
I mean, there's really nothing we can get into. It was a decent match. Sheamus still sucks.
Cesaro hit a sweet suicida. You know, it looked like a lawn dart. It's crazy.
Cesaro's a phenomenal athlete.
Yeah.
The end where the ref got knocked out or injured. He was hardly touched. Did anybody catch that? He was hardly touched.
I don't remember the ref getting hit in that match.
Yeah, when they get backed into the corner and then they break up and like Sheamus like knocks into him or something.
Oh yeah.
And he just grabbed the back of his head like he's holding it for
he
like a minute.
And
he barely grazed him.
Yeah.
Barely grazed him, and he missed like Sheamus. I think Sheamus had a cover or whatever, missed it, and then Cesaro reversed or something like that.
Yeah. The refs have low LPs.
Yeah.
So they're not very good with contact.
God damn it.
So we have a Rusev Lana segment.
Oh man.
I love Rusev in this fucking thing. He is so serious throughout this entire fucking thing. He's so goddamn serious about everything. Like, if anyone talked shit to Lana, he's right there to say,
"You respect my wife."
Shut up. We had a private wedding, but now we're gonna do this in front of you guys, so everyone needs to shut up.
And the best part is they showed a legit slideshow. Like, we're in their fucking living room. Like, this is actually happening. They actually did a real life wedding slideshow for everybody. And we're all sitting there like, wow, this is going on way too long, man. I was actually a little relieved when Roman came out.
I didn't mind.
I think we all can agree that we're kind of enjoying this new Roman Reigns here.
Yeah.
Although one thing I didn't like in his whole promo is he took the obligatory WWE promo shot at Rusev's penis size, saying that Lana expected more on their wedding night. That is straight out of the Garbage Rock promo playbook.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I popped.
I popped. Yeah, that's the thing. It gets all the crowd.
That would have been funny if that joke doesn't happen anytime there's a heel relationship segment.
Yeah.
I think the reason why we popped for that is because anytime, especially for males, if some dude was talking about my fucking schlong size, I'm not with it. So if you know,
but here's the thing:
those insults.
That insult is so overused. Jose have a small dick. That doesn't mean anything.
I don't actually.
See, I'm saying it doesn't mean anything.
I'm just saying,
shot that everybody takes.
I'm just saying, it's a literal and figurative low blow, but it gets the job done. You know what I'm saying? Like, everyone's like, "Oh shit, he came at his size," you know?
Yeah, no, actually, Roman looks a lot more natural out there. He doesn't look like he's being forced.
He's not such a tryhard on the mic, you know? Like, they're just kind of giving him a little more leeway.
Outside of that one shot.
Yeah, they're kind of giving him a little more leeway to kind of be himself out there, and you know.
And it's nice he's not,
because he's not in the title picture anymore.
He's not.
So it's a lot easier.
It's not being Grand Banner third. He's not expected to be the guy. I feel like he can have a little more fun. And people are a lot more receptive to it.
I feel like they're much more receptive because there was a time when Roman wasn't in the title picture and he was fun.
Yeah.
Like, he got cheered and it was all good. And as soon as he got back into it, everyone hated him again.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, new Roman's a lot better. By the way, before we move on from this segment, Lana was sort of not being Lana, and she was turning into CJ Perry. I don't know if anyone caught that, but she's losing her accent by the week.
She dropped that accent a couple times.
By the week, it's hard to listen to her because, I mean, if she's gonna drop it, just drop it. I don't really care.
Well, it's not intentional. It's just
it's not intentional, but
trying to convey intense emotion and do a totally drastic.
And I feel like
accent as opposed to her real Southern Florida girl accent.
I feel like they haven't done the whole anti-America thing in as intensely as of late, and then they went back to it. You know, they started
because the Olympics,
all you Americans, blah 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 blah.
What's the best part of their gimmick is how
I know, but they were.
I wish Putin would still be on the Titan ride.
The shirtless ride the horse and shit. Rusev doesn't even come out with the Russian star anymore.
Yeah.
You know,
there's far less edge to them than there used to be. You know,
and for everyone out there,
settle down.
For everyone out there, I don't know if I pay too much attention to this shit, so this is why I'm only going to mention this this is coming out of my mouth before it comes out of anyone else's. Lana caught herself saying that no one in the audience, which was the WWE universe, can afford a one-room bedroom apartment. And I thought it was funny because I didn't even hear that part until she caught herself. That was the best part. She's standing there and she goes, none of you can even afford a one-room bedroom apartment. And then she stops and realizes that was very stupid. And
I didn't even notice that when she said it.
I noticed it. I laughed pretty damn hard. So that segment was awesome. I loved that segment. I don't really care what anyone else thinks. Roman shows up. They want everyone to take pictures, but Roman appears. Surprisingly, doesn't have his phone to take pictures. I thought he was out there to take photos of them. So, very big disappointment on Roman's part.
I mean, he's got all those pockets. Like, he put a phone in there
He could
somewhere.
have fit a phone in there.
He was in there to have a little drinky drink, pour himself a little something, and then do a little bank shot into that
Throw
cake.
a couple of hang looses. And so onwards, Sasha and Dana had a match for the retarded the request that Sasha wanted. She wanted a handicap match, or if she could beat Dana, I wonder if that's gonna happen. She's gonna get Charlotte one-on-one, and
Dana barred from ringside.
Dana sucks, so she lost. Spoiler.
How about that slap that Charlotte tried to do? Like, as Sasha was moving out of the way, Charlotte hadn't even started the slap yet. And
it was like, it felt like it was a skit out of Family Guy. Like, she really wanted to slap Dana really, really badly, but she had to hold it in because they're friends.
Yeah.
But she really loved it. Like, she was waiting for the right time.
So you're saying that that's like some
undercover.
Yeah.
I think Charlotte hates Dana Brooke. I think she has a secret hatred for Dana Brooke. Just my guess. But yeah, awful slap by Charlotte. So now it's just Charlotte and Sasha one-on-one at SummerSlam. So no Dana. Oh, shucks.
One of my favorite of Sasha's spots is the her double knees, like all the meteoras that she does off the apron was pretty sweet. The standing meteora. As I recall, she won with the double knees sig, right? Like her thing where she sets you up and then drops down on you, like in the corner.
The one that Kevin Steen said he did back in 05.
Yeah, I can definitely appreciate that though. It's good to see that she's putting new spins on her old favorites.
Still gotta work on those suicide dives because she's like Scorpion.
Yeah, no, she's face planting hard and
pretty bad.
She's hitting it at all. But I mean, she'll get it. She'll get that suicida down.
So after this, the best thing ever, the club has a sweet ass promo about collecting balls,
which was just.
I hope the doctor segment is like a continuous thing because that was fantastic.
See, Nick doesn't agree with that.
See,
he doesn't like.
I saw it and I was just like, God damn it! Like,
see that's typical. That's typical Carl and Luke.
Anthony, would you verify who these men are that you just said to the people who don't know?
Well, they don't know who Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows are. What rock have you been living under?
So it's okay for them to make like crotch humor and whatnot, but like Roman can't come out and like take a shot at Rusev's junk. I mean, what's going on?
But Roman made the same joke that everybody makes in every promo against a heel couple. Like there was at least like
Heel couple.
kind of creative between Anderson and Gallows. I like the whole over-the-top doctor gimmick and the balls in the glass and the ring postitis. It was great. It was fantastic.
I guess.
I loved it.
Yeah,
I loved
I thought
it
it was fantastic.
so much, and I just love all the various ways of referring to ball sacks. I think Gallows said that if you don't find a cure or treatment for this problem, you will get very testy. I laughed so goddamn hard. Hart.
That was great.
Jesus Christ.
It was phenomenal. Nick has no idea what humor is because he likes Kevin Hart. He has no idea what humor is.
Wow.
Kevin Hart.
Only his old shit. Right.
Never anything of his shit.
But in either case, so New Day is definitely not nearly as fly without Big E. Like,
Well, yeah.
Obviously.
yeah.
New Day only works as the full collective.
It was painfully obvious
Yeah.
that his absence was well documented.
Yeah.
It was noted. Yeah.
Well, he was getting treatment for his balls, so I mean, what do you want the guy to do?
That ring postitis, man, it's a serious thing.
It's a real ball buster.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
Kofi got fucked up, man. Gallows like really went in and like whooped that ass.
Yeah.
He did. I'm a little surprised that these matches between like the club and the New Day are not getting a lot of time. Like they're cutting straight to the
That
chase.
match was real
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah, it was very quick. Just like the one where I think last week where Kofi pinned fucking Anderson in like less than a second.
Well,
The match like was literally 30 seconds long. So I don't know. They need more time. I mean, maybe the promo was the time, but who cares? So
maybe now they're supposed to like seem like they're much bigger and badder than them, so they're dispatching them rather quickly.
I guess. So Mick
Until
Foley
they have big like babyface comeback at pay-per-view and shock the world.
New Day?
Yeah.
Fuck. Not over the club. I'm sorry. I don't care. The New Day is good, but not over the club. Mick Foley invited D-Bray out to the ring because he wants to iron things out about, quote unquote, iron things out about fucking Randy Orton.
I love how we're doing crossovers already. Like, we're not even like a month into this thing and people are showing up on other shows already.
This is serious. This is serious, Anthony. Take it serious. Fuck. So these guys are in the ring. Daniel Bryan has the quote of the night. He didn't want, because he was poking fun at the Universal title, and he says that SmackDown might incorporate a Milky Way Galaxy Championship Tag Team Championship belt. And you know what? I really want him to do it, just for the sake of humor, just because that sounds amazing. And the Galactus Championship, as he referred to it. Daniel Bryan is, I mean, he's a little iffy on commentating, but still,
He's
a very awesome guy.
He's complete shit on commentary, but I mean, we'll get there.
I was watching the CWC today, and all right, I will agree with you. He does get a little overexcited for the situation, and
Dude,
he doesn't necessarily have a voice made for broadcasting.
Not really.
no, he does not. His voice is so grating.
Yeah.
He's like a fan that got poked out of the crowd, and he's like, "Hey, can you like mark out really hard for the sweet shit that's gonna happen?"
And every time someone's neck is in even like a minuscule amount of danger, he like creams his pants. He's like, "Oh my god, his neck!"
Well, it's close to home, man. Neck injuries and head injuries.
We get it, but Jesus, man, like keep it in your pants, bro.
So these guys have a discussion about how they both really respect each other. I mean, they really like had each other's hands on their pants for most of this promo, and then it got serious. And then Rusev comes out, and I was like, "Oh fuck, it's Rusev again." Sets up Cesaro Rusev.
He didn't match good enough earlier, so
needed to tell everyone that he's the only real like champion. Technically, at the moment, he's the only guy with a belt that's of relevance on Raw.
In singles.
So I dug Cesaro coming out and saying, "Hey, so how many times do I have to beat Sheamus to get a match around here for the belt?" They have a pretty good main event on Raw, and I've never seen the U.S. title main event Raw. That was kind of,
and it's nice to see guys like Cesaro and Rusev in the main event.
Yeah, that was very, very refreshing and very weird, all in the same vein, because it was just.
This really does feel like a new era, guys. By the way, how many times are you guys like sick of hearing the new era thing? We're 3 weeks in, and
dude,
they are going to ride that till the wheels fall off, dude. Like,
actually, they're not. They're gonna ride it until they get a deal with New Era.
Okay.
wow.
And then Mick Foley is coming out
Just make
with
it half blank. Just new era cap, just straight up.
Mick Foley is gonna come out with the local team's new era cap for that week, so they could finally get over this shit. They have a sweet match, and now the reason why I asked you about the ref getting killed in the match with Sheamus is because it happened again.
Yeah, that was the whole point.
Yeah,
of the thing. Yeah.
I remember it happening for this match.
Yeah.
But then it happened again. Apparently, the second time, and I didn't even fucking catch it.
Because of course Cesaro can't win the title. Like, of course, like
No.
find any way they can make that happen. Yeah.
So Cesaro and Rusev have a pretty fucking awesome main event.
Yeah.
And then it just has to be ruined because because Sheamus felt irrelevant in the back and had to come out and ruin it, and the ref gets minorly shoved.
Is this gonna lead? Is this gonna get rid into a triple threat at SummerSlam?
No, I think it's going to be fucking Cesaro and Sheamus, and like a 2 out of 3 falls. Winner has to leave.
Oh, we're gonna see this. We're gonna see this again.
I think that's where they're headed. This is basically, and for all the old school fans out there, this is going to be a very retro statement, but it reminded me of when Stone Cold had a match on Raw against Kurt Angle in 2000 for the title, and Triple H fucking ruined it for him, and they had a match at, I think it was Survivor Series 2000. Literally almost the same thing, like a dude with a belt, someone who deserves the title shot comes out, and then the guy who we can't fucking get rid of has to come out, ruin it for him. So they're probably gonna end their match in like a triple Hell in a Cell match or something. I don't know what's gonna happen between those guys. And Sheamus sucks. Why is Sheamus doing this? I don't know why Sheamus is doing this. The ref died once again. Like
Rip ref.
They don't make them like they used to. No.
We're not going to spend any time talking about this whole ref dying situation, but it's so fucking annoying. I mean, even in the Attitude Era, it was annoying. Yeah. And I personally
because they're incapable of taking even the slightest bump.
I've never liked the
very fragile.
If you're going to do a ref bump segment, can you at least do your best to try to make it somewhat believable?
Yeah.
9 out of 10 times it is not believable.
It is not. Dude, if I shoved you from the back right now, you would probably look at me and go, hey, what the fuck?
I would stumble 2 steps and be like, hey, man.
You could like
but if I were
one of these guys and fall over, like.
then the guys are trying to pin each other, and it's like a 20 count before the ref is even someone ready to get it.
I've never had. If the ref is going WWE, if anyone at WWE ever listens to this, if the ref is going to die, let him get hit with like a fucking bell, or let him get hit.
At least a big boot or something.
A chair, something that's believable.
Impactful.
Whatever, man. Or get refs that can take bumps.
Don't incidentally like shoulder block the guy, like brush him with your fucking shoulder.
And that's it.
That he's out of the ring, like
accidentally clip like the part of his shirt.
Yeah, right.
And he's like out for.
You know, be a great ref. It's LeBron James. He'd be a phenomenal ref.
What kind of pinfall? He'd be diving all the time.
Flop City. Oh man. So shout out to LeBron James for getting a massive contract.
Was it 3 years, $100 million on that?
3 years, $100 million. Big money.
My man King James.
Big time cash. Yeah. So that concludes Raw. So the very next night we have SmackDown.
SmackDown Live.
SmackDown Live. Yeah. I didn't say it was live.
Remember, guys, this is the new era.
Yeah. New era. Baseball caps. Sponsor SmackDown Live. So the first thing I want to point out about this, the first thing I noticed about SmackDown was Del Rio had such a deep V-neck.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, man. I mean, this guy impresses me every week.
Yeah.
One week I feel like I really want to be Alberto Del Rio, and then the next week I really, really need to be Alberto Del Rio because he has a stash of V-necks that are just epic.
The deepest V's of all time.
It's like he stole that shit out of Nakamura's closet, dude. Like, ridiculous.
I don't know if anyone. I mean, Del Rio's pretty good at wearing deep V's.
Yeah.
So, and Randy Orton, by the way, had talked in the beginning, but the V-neck.
Oh yeah, the opening.
The V-neck
opening with the introduction.
The V-neck impressed me more than anything else.
V-neck was the most important part of the segment. Del Rio's not even going to break Orton's arms off. It's going to be Del Rio's V-neck.
It's going to be Del Rio's V-neck. Yeah. So Dean Ambrose and Bray Wyatt have a promo, and I know that Ambrose and Ziggler are going to have a match at SummerSlam, but I'm actually more interested in Ambrose and Bray Wyatt it because I feel like their styles are a lot more complementary towards each other. I mean,
and they're just more interesting characters.
They're more interesting characters, and because I mean, I think like Bray Wyatt wrestles with like cargo pants, or not even, those are like suit pants, and Dean Ambrose wrestles with fucking jeans on. He wrestles with Wranglers, by the way, if anyone that didn't catch that.
Wish I had more lungs to sigh with.
Sir, you're gonna need a transplant because you're gonna run out of breath, because I don't give a fuck about this Ambrose wearing. Get some tights, man, seriously, like, this is wrestling.
You know how weird that would look if Ambrose came out in like tights, like at this point?
I mean, can you imagine
weird.
If some dude looked at me and said, your gimmick is going to be wrestling in jeans, I'd be like, no, because that's uncomfortable. I don't even like shit in jeans, dude. Like, I can't.
Wait, what?
I can't.
What do you mean?
Like, I have to take jeans off.
I don't think anybody shits in jeans.
Wait, no, you have to like take your jeans all the way off?
Yes, I feel very uncomfortable. As soon as I get home, if I'm wearing jeans, they have to come off, like, no matter what. If I'm not out in public.
So what if you're in like Walmart and you got like shit real bad? Like, what do you do?
I'm full, like, naked with no pants on. Like,
in the stall, like, legit. Like, what do you do in
public?
All of it comes off. Yeah.
Where do you put them?
On the floor.
Wow. What the floor?
Or hang them up.
You hang them over the thing, like you're hanging about the dry with Green Acres, like what?
Dude, bottom line is jeans are annoying as fuck. Okay,
we all just learned a little bit about Jose.
I don't care what Brett Favre says. Jeans are annoying as fuck. Except if you're wearing those like jeggings or whatever, those are sweet. Anyways,
you've worn those jeggings there?
I have.
Wow,
interesting.
You and Lil Wayne with the jeggings.
Nice. So these guys have a promo about, Ambrose spouts off about how Wyatt came out, said, yeah, Raw, SmackDown, I don't give a fuck. I love myself and everyone else sucks. So basically, Wyatt was putting himself over, like he's known to do.
Yeah.
Ambrose comes out, says, hey, dickhead, I'm the one with the belt. And so then we fast forward to Shane McMahon, Shane and Bryan in the back. Who are they talking to? I didn't even catch that.
I guess Dolph and Dean got attacked by the Wyatts before that.
Oh yeah, they had that little rumble. Yeah,
because
I'm sorry, everybody. I was thinking about jeans and wrestling in jeans, and I just completely ignored
that whole segment.
Yeah.
Did you guys catch that on a couple of occasions? JBL referred to Eric Rowan as an acolyte.
Acolyte.
Yeah.
Really? Acolyte of Bray Wyatt?
Yeah.
You know what? I do remember that.
Yeah.
Acolyte.
Nice.
So
is this like
throwback?
Is this like the new acolytes? So are like Rowan and
if Bray Wyatt,
Braun Strowman going to be like the new APA the PGR?
So does that mean Bray's going to like turn to Wall Street in 10 years? Or like, I don't know.
IRS. He teams with IRS. Erwin R. Shyster. You are sorely missed. So Shane and Bryan are in the back, and like I just said, I don't even remember who they were talking to.
They did their best Teddy Long impression, assigned a tag team match right after...
Assigned a tag team. Oh yeah, they were talking to fucking Ziggler and what's his face, Ambrose.
The only thing that would have been more Teddy Long is if they would have told him they had to go one-on-one with The Undertaker.
Can't do that right now. He's kind of home just touching his fucking bicycles. So I included in my notes that Shane seems more committed than Stephanie because he's actually on SmackDown.
Steph wasn't on this.
Steph phoned it in. So shows the commitment, but see which McMahon is more committed to the cause. So American Alpha come out. They have a match with
some random jobbers.
A couple of dudes named Mike.
Mike times 2.
Mike squared.
Mike Vega and Mike. Oh shit! Look how fat this guy is. And then everybody seemingly from the tag division from NXT a few years ago.
Who came out? Vaudevillains, the
Vaudevillains,
the Ascension.
And the Ascension, yeah. This was like NXT's tag team greatest hits.
I saw the Ascension and I immediately went, God, that theme is awesome, but I don't care for these guys. Their theme is legit. So a bunch of and I didn't even know any of these tag teams are on SmackDown. So when I saw these
I feel like half of the quote unquote new era is on SmackDown, and that's like on purpose,
Well, the entire tag division is from from NXT, like I said. Like there's really no like
guys,
established tag teams. On
Apparently,
SmackDown.
Vince wanted to have the Usos on there, but he's upset with them because they are too injury prone. He wanted them to be like one of the major forces in this tag division.
I'm so glad they're not, though.
Yeah.
I'm sick of those intros.
I could give a fuck.
Take up like 40 minutes of Raw. So these guys are they come outside lumberjack style, and everyone's like, "Yeah, we're gonna fucking watch you guys like beat their asses because that's what we're here for."
Like for no reason either. Like they could have just watched those matches in the back.
Yeah, for
Pretty
real.
much. I would have sat in the back.
There's
and
literally no. Yeah.
There's no reason to
This wasn't a scheduled lumberjack match.
There's no reason to get greased up to watch a couple guys wrestle. Okay,
come out in full.
That's a little ridiculous.
Wrestling attire.
Yeah.
That's a little ridiculous.
Full gear and shit. Like,
And then make the music guy have to queue up all of their songs.
Everyone's music, and for the streak of weeks that has happened, no one is hyped about the Hype Bros. Still, I'm not fucking hyped.
Hey, I like the Hype Bros. I like them as a tag team. I've liked them as a tag team since NXT.
The Hype Bros are another one of those things where it works on NXT, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if Mojo Rawley put on like football, the eye black.
Yeah.
And if he did, why are you putting on eye black?
He's a football player.
He's an NFL player.
To sit ringside? Does that make sense?
It's part of his gimmick, man.
Part of the gear, bro.
It's part of being hyped, I guess.
You gotta come out in full regalia, man. That's how it works.
No one cares. No one cares about the Hype Bros. Anyways, obviously American Alpha won because they're much better.
Yeah.
And I remember talking.
Because they're really trying to.
They're really trying to establish. And I appreciate.
And rightfully so.
Yeah,
Rightfully
they deserve
so.
it. They should be the face of the tag division.
I appreciate SmackDown showcasing these guys, showing off what they could do because they're obviously very, very talented, and but because they're wrestling for the invisible tag belts,
They're coming. They're gonna be there. Why are we harping on this?
Because there's no tag belts.
But they're coming. They have to establish a tag division. It's leading to it.
All right.
I wonder how that's going to work. I wonder what you're going to call them and how.
The Milky Way Tag Team of the Galaxy Championship belts.
The Galactic Tag Team Champions.
That's actually not half bad.
2/5 of the Infinity gems that go with the Infinity Gauntlet. So they have a match. They beat up these fucking two weirdos.
It's nice to see American Alpha be one of like the rare NXT acts that don't have the indie cred coming onto the main roster.
They don't, yeah.
But it's nice to see them and actually get cheered and people care about them.
Yeah.
Like most of we were talking about how the NXT tag guys that came out beforehand, nobody cares about them.
No.
We all loved them on NXT. We all love the Ascension. We love the Villains. Love the Hype Bros. Well, I don't want to say love the Hype Bros.
I like
the Hype
We
Bros.
like the Hype Bros.
I was never really into the Vaudevillains, but
I like them. I like their old.
You're in the minority.
they're
The Vaudevillains were pretty.
they're okay. I mean, Simon Botch is kind of a fucking jobber, but whatever.
Simon Bot.
Aiden England.
Quote of the night.
Aiden English is fantastic. And his solo shit before the Vaudevillains was great.
He's having sex with Vicky Guerrero's daughter, by the
He
way.
is. Good for him.
Son of a bitch.
Good for
He's
him.
also
Son of a
named
bitch.
after a really fruity band, but I mean, whatever. Aiden.
Aiden?
I knew we were getting at, but I'm pretty sure the name Aiden existed before the band.
I know. I'm just saying.
Alright, guys, put your emo fucking scene shit away, please.
But the point I'm getting at is it's nice to see American Alpha really establish themselves and the crowd really get behind them. And I think it will only onward and upward from here for them.
Me and Anthony actually had a conversation about this. I mean, this is looking far, far into the future, but if these guys ever split up, I'm going to lean towards Jason Jordan because I think he's got a better look, and I know you love Chad Gable.
I wouldn't say better look. I think he's just a bigger guy.
He's a bigger guy. He looks more intimidating. He looks like he could be a good singles guy and go off on his own.
He does. I feel
and he's really established himself in this tag.
I feel like we have a lot of really small, agile kind of dudes like Chad Gable already.
I did not realize that Chad Gable was only 5'8". I thought he was.
He's a really small guy.
I didn't think he was big, but I didn't realize he was that small.
Yeah,
I mean, I kind of have this might seem like a pipe dream now because he's so small, but maybe him and Seth Rollins headlining a WrestleMania together.
Oh my God!
I would.
Chad Gable and Seth Rollins?
Yeah,
That'd be pretty
Chad
cool.
Gable's a great wrestler and a great personality. He's small, but who cares? He's got the rest of the package. He's got a good body. He's got a good look.
You heard it here first. Jason Jordan versus Kurt Angle for the world title at SummerSlam in a couple years from now.
That'd be a real
that's
passing
never happening.
That'd be a real passing of the torch moment because Jordan's position is like the black Kurt Angle. You know,
He is the
like,
black Kurt Angle, aside from Shelton Benjamin. At
except
one
I feel like he can get a lot more suplex variations.
Did you guys, speaking of Shelton Benjamin, did you guys hear about what happened to Shelton Benjamin?
he was supposed to come back.
He's supposed to come back, but I guess
Got hurt.
did his medical. He had a shoulder injury, so
Oh wow,
That sucks.
he won't be back at least for a while. That kind of sucks.
Yeah,
That does suck. I was looking forward to seeing Benjamin back. So we had, according to Anthony, a quote, very cringeworthy promo by the Maurice and Miz and Maurice.
That was all the cringe.
I loved it. I
Just
fucking
that, like,
loved it so much.
on the table staring at each other. Renee Young's like, listen, guys, I'm trying to talk to you here.
I never thought after WrestleMania 27 that I would ever say that I actually enjoy The Miz now. Like, I mean, hold on. Before I even say that, I like Maurice even more.
well,
Maurice
I think we all like
Maurice
even
is-
more.
You only like the Miz because she's like an attachment to Maurice. He's an attachment to Maurice.
He's like an accessory. to her.
He's an attachment to. Wait, you say he's an attachment to Maurice?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said. My bad. I thought you said the Miz was
like
an
no, Maurice's action
Maurice was an
figures.
attachment.
Maurice's action figures will definitely come with like Miz on the side. Like
Yeah.
I thought you referred
like
to
a
Maurice as
hairbrush,
a guy
like a purse.
No.
for a second. My bad. Anyways, yeah, no, Maurice is awesome. I loved her even back in the day when she was like wrestling fucking Michelle McCool for the Divas belt on
Michelle
SmackDown.
McCool.
Michelle McCool, yeah. Yeah, okay. Awesome promo, and Maurice really wanted to laugh during that shit. I was looking right at her, but Miz is awesome. And then I got my hopes up for Miz, and then he had a fucking promo with Scooby Doo, and I was like, okay,
I'm so
back in the shithole.
I'm so sick of the Scooby Doo promos. By the way,
I'm so sick of all of their WWE film studio production.
That shit came out
promos.
on Raw at like 11:45. Like Raw's like pretty much ending on a fucking Scooby Doo. Like really? Come on, guy. Like okay.
Didn't they
like,
have a movie a couple years ago already?
They
with these
did.
guys?
They did, and I don't remember them pushing it nearly as hard as they are now.
So Becky,
Pushed the Scooby Doo movie the last time around, the animated one.
Yeah,
Yeah, they pushed that pretty hard. Yeah.
I don't remember like.
they did.
I don't remember cats coming out dressed as Scooby.
Well,
and
yeah,
shit,
I don't think they did that,
Mystery
but they
machines
were-
and all
they didn't go
that,
that
like
far.
driving Audis and such. Like, come on, man.
Scooby Doo being outie. Quality writing, by the way.
Yeah.
So Becky Lynch comes out to another underutilized Becky Lynch comes out to fucking face Eva Marie.
Eva Marie again with the most obnoxious entrance ever.
That voiceover is phenomenal.
It's great. It's great. I
It's
love
so
it.
over the top.
It is.
It's making me love Eva and this whole
Yeah.
whole thing.
I wonder how long this is going to go on for. I mean,
I hope it goes on for forever.
Yeah.
I hope they just beat this joke into the ground.
it's great. It's okay. So Eva Marie comes out like she did last time, and has a wardrobe malfunction. And I don't know about you guys, but I think I can speak collectively for all the men in the audience. And I went from 6 to midnight. Like, bro, we're thinking, okay, straps broke. Here we go. And my man pulls out a towel. Stuff gets covered.
That was a pretty risque thing for them to do, especially on a PG show. Like,
It was,
that
yeah.
was really
Yeah,
daring
that
of
was-
them.
So the ref goes to the.
I'm just gonna say this.
You're
I know
just
where
about
you're
to say
getting at.
this. Okay, the ref goes over to the timekeeper and says she is unable to compete because of a
For the night.
For the night.
Because it's her wardrobe malfunction.
She doesn't have another top in the back.
She is unable. She has to sit on the bench because of her fucking top.
She's going on injured reserve.
I don't know how this guy didn't laugh when he announced this shit. I would have been dying if someone said, you have to tell him that she's done for the night because her fucking tits almost came off. So Becky naturally
Came out, not off. That would be pretty ridiculous.
That would have been very talented if they came off.
Right.
Although they are fake, so they could kind of come off.
Hey. We talked about this before, right? There's no such thing as fake titties.
This is
you
true.
can grab them, they're real. Right?
If you can lick them, they're real.
Word up.
So Eva Marie has another ridiculous incident.
And Becky's a little upset. She's like, hey, I'm not going to come out here and not compete twice in a row.
So then we get greeted with...
Any you hoes in the back want to come out here, come at me, bro. I'm pretty sure it's the line that she used.
So out comes... Go ahead, Nick. Go ahead. He really wants to do this.
So, out comes my girl, Alexa Bliss, on her birthday, no less, sporting some new attire, red and black, which happen to be the favorite colors of yours truly. And I mean, she comes out, still has her same music. She's still doing the whole like heel Alexa thing, which that's cool. And she came out with a mic, and she's like, yeah, you know what? It'd be pretty sweet for me to go over the #1 female draft pick on SmackDown in my debut.
On my birthday.
On my birthday. And happy birthday, Alexa. Guess what?
She did.
She did. Yeah. So that was...
Meanwhile, backstage, Becky Lynch is going, that's pretty stupid. Why am I going to job to this fucking broad? But it was her birthday,
but she did. I mean, she didn't win clean because there was a little interruption because I guess they found another top in the back, and I guess
she was
lied.
able to compete.
Yeah.
Despite what the referee said,
I guess the referee lied.
The ref was not very accurate.
Wasn't done for the night.
Not very accurate. She came right back out. And best part of all, the announcer. I actually thought that this was in the can. Apparently, it's not. There's a dude in the back really saying this shit, and he announces that Eva Marie is now ready to compete again.
I love that it's not in the can. I love that.
Amazing.
Or at least it's not obviously so. They could have been planned and had it.
Yeah, eventually, I think they're just masking Eva Marie's inability to wrestle, obviously. Yeah. So they're trying to get her over.
They're doing a good job of it.
They're trying to get her over, and you know what? Yeah, they're doing a great job. I like this a lot. It's very, very ridiculous and over the top.
Absolutely.
I don't know how long it's going to take till she actually wrestles. I'm not sure when that's going to happen.
It'll be like when Jericho returned a few years ago and he kept trying to hype up the crowd and go to speak, and then he would leave.
They're more than likely going to hype it up, maybe even till SummerSlam. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they might hype it up even further than that.
Well, SummerSlam's only a couple weeks away.
Yeah, it's
I can't believe it's already that close.
Yeah, it's not this weekend, but next weekend, right? Yeah, it's in like a week. Yeah, shit is crazy.
So Orton and Del Rio have a match. Del Rio looks fucking great. And this guy looks great. I mean, he's got the best tan and the best oil in the back.
That's all that sex he's been having with Paige, bro.
Yeah. That's right.
That's got that.
Well, I mean, he kind of gets a leg up on everybody with the tan, being Mexican and all.
Wow. Being Mexican. And not only that, but he came out. I mean, he's always he's never been fat or anything like that. But he literally looks like he's sucking in the whole time. Maybe this guy's toned, like he's got 4% body fat.
Because every night he's dipping into the fountain of youth. You know what that's about.
So they have a pretty good match. Nothing wrong with it. And then Del Rio. Oh my god. By the way, Del Rio was on the top rope. Gets dropped by Orton right on the turnbuckle. And Morrow says, huevos scrambled.
Oh, wow.
I popped. My inner Puerto Rican popped. I was into this. This guy became my new favorite.
99.9% of what Mauro Ranallo says is pretty much gold.
Yeah, he's quickly becoming the better announcer.
He is the voice of this generation of wrestling, I think.
If you told me right now to put two commentators on SmackDown or Raw, whatever it is, I would get... I can't say his last name. What is it, Ranallo? Ranallo. Yeah. Mauro Ranallo and Kevin Owens. I'm sorry, I keep calling him Kevin Steen. They would be pretty awesome.
Yeah. But he's not a real commentator.
He's not.
He's fantastic on the mic.
But you and I know very well that he's a great commentator. So
if anyone that hasn't seen his PWG commentary,
if you don't know what we're talking about, you might want to go back in time and watch Owens back when he was in PWG, and he did some announcing, and it was very, very good. And he's very good as a heel announcer.
Yes.
So these guys have a match. Orton, hits him with the RKO. It was not out of nowhere. Everyone knew it was coming. So I don't know why he's plugging this out of nowhere crap. But anyways, Heath Slater, the hottest free agent in all of wrestling,
It's getting real old.
has a match against a very fat Rhino.
Yeah.
Rhino got very, very large.
He did.
And apparently he ran for office.
Yeah,
Or he's running.
he won.
He won.
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah.
Really?
I don't know what office he holds, but he won.
He won a primary, dude. Fucking Rhino.
He won an election. He didn't win a
Oh,
primary.
you won the election. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Rhino's an elected official.
Yes, in the state of Michigan.
Okay.
That is.
That all right. I don't even have anything for that. That's cool.
kind of a crazy side note. So Rhino wins, and I want to point out that Heath Slater tried to cheat, by the way, putting his foot on the ropes, and the ref caught him. That's never happened. It never ever happens. People that usually cheat get a cheating pass, and the ref actually goes, "Hey, can't do that because it's cheating." Okay.
Like, hey man, your feet aren't supposed to go there.
It only happens to guys who don't matter. So
Yeah, that's true. So Heath Slater still. I hope they continue this gimmick with Heath.
Yeah.
I've always liked Heath Slater. He's always been like my guy.
he's the hottest free agent in the industry, man.
He is the hottest free agent. He's very good at starting bands.
They better watch out. They might lose him to TNA.
Oh wow.
Or Ring of Honor.
Valuable asset.
Just kidding.
or Noah.
Yeah.
Or something. So Nat, all right. I'm not even gonna announce who's in this match. I just want to. I really need to get this off my chest. Carmella is not Enzo.
No, she's not.
They do not need to keep hammering this to the ground.
It's another NXT act that works well in NXT, but it doesn't necessarily carry over very
her
well.
gimmick is so tired, and they keep bringing up the fact she used to be a cheerleader or whatever. And she was a Laker girl and all this other shit.
Laker girl and she was a cheerleader.
NFL,
for the Patriots.
We're the Pats, yeah. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
All right, it's just they need to do something.
They should have kept Carmella on Raw with Enzo because
because that would have dragged them down. She would have been like an anchor around their neck, if she was.
They would have been a legit tag. I mean, they're not. It's not like they're not a legit tag team, but it would have been a place for Carmella to go. She's not really being useful.
I agree that it would have legitimized her gimmick, but it still would have dragged Enzo and Kaz down because that's what happened on NXT when she joined. This is Carmella. Get the fuck out of here. They do it.
She is hot as hell, though.
I mean,
you can't teach that.
Yeah, I'm not saying I wouldn't give it to her. I'm just saying I'm just sick of her fucking gimmick.
Yeah,
we all are.
Speaking of giving
I think she could use a little more seasoning in NXT. But that's just me.
Speaking of giving it to her, so when she was in that submission, all right, you all saw it, you heard it. She sounded like she was getting plowed, hardcore.
She was in that octopus stretch, and it was quite an octopus stretch.
It was weird. I shouldn't be chubbing up while watching somebody get stretched out.
That's the thing about Carmella is that Enzo has infinite amounts more charisma and more of a natural mic skill than Carmella does. Carmella, when she was in the back last week with Renee Young, it was who are you coming out here? Literally, with this exact tone, how are you going to come at me like that? Just because you're Natty Neidhart? Yeah. It was very, soulless.
Yeah. And Natty's still shit as a heel, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, heel Natty is such shit.
Not believable at all.
You like heel Natty, Jose? Go ahead, you can say it.
I like heel Natty.
At least she's not farting all the time. I don't know if you guys remember that gimmick from a few years ago.
Yeah.
I don't.
That's
farting all the time backstage.
Wow.
Yeah, she had a gimmick where she farted. Carmella won this match. She won this match with a very weird-looking, almost illegal chokehold with her legs.
Yeah, you're not supposed to cross the windpipe.
Yeah, she did, and could have murdered her right on screen. So, but Carmella won. I don't know what they're trying to do here. I'm gonna say it here before anyone else thinks it. I can't wait for Carmella and Eva Marie to have a very epic 2 out of 3 falls match at WrestleMania next year for the WWE SmackDown Glitter Championship.
Oh my god.
Glitter and gold women's championship match.
That'll be right when D-Bry decides to bring back the bra and panties match, right?
Yeah.
That's
gonna happen.
You know what? With these all testy jokes, they might actually do that.
That's on the short list of matches that are never coming back.
Yeah.
It's right up there with like HLA and all the other stuff we loved in 2005.
We can dream.
Yeah.
I was gonna skip over this completely, but I just had to mention something about Baron Corbin in the back beating the fuck out of Kalisto.
That shit was hilarious.
Right? They just cut to the back. Corbin just beating the fuck out of him.
Well, like 7 dudes are standing there watching that.
Hold on.
The security's like, nah, man.
Please stop, Baron.
Come on, knock it off. He's like, shut up.
The officials are in the back, literally, I want to say 2 feet away from it with their hands out.
Yeah.
And they're like,
almost off camera.
Don't stop, Baron. It's kind of like, who are these people that Shane McMahon hires for SmackDown? Right? They can't stop Brock Lesnar worth the shit. They gave this guy like 20 feet of space to get to fucking Randy Orton last week. And now, Kalisto's getting fucking beat up like a fucking kid in high school. And like, the officials, all they could do is just kind of like give jazz hands and not really do anything about it.
Seriously.
Very stupid. God, if I was still 9, this would have been cool, but like now that I'm way older for this, I can't really buy all this shit. So so the tag match to end the night, Ambrose and Ziggler versus Wyatt and Rowan. Pretty good match. There was nothing of importance, I don't think.
At one point they referred to one of Dean's clotheslines as the lunatic lariat. That's not a thing. It's not a thing. It's not going to be a thing. Like, come on, man. Don't do that shit.
Still doesn't have a better Nigel than Kyle O'Reilly. So, who won that match?
I know my man botched the fuck out of that Suicida.
Who?
What should we call it? That was Dean. They just wrecked that shit. But who did win that?
I don't even remember. Like I was kind of in and out of this.
You see?
Dolphin Ambrose.
Oh. Do you see how much we care about SmackDown's main event?
Yeah.
Fucking.
And then of course at the end of the match, Dean has to attack his opponent.
Yeah.
For the main.
Had to give him the underhook DDT.
Yes.
Not Dirty Deeds. You will not refer to it as that. So that ends. That
was SmackDown, pretty much.
That was SmackDown.
I think it's safe to say that at least a few weeks into this, Raw is the far superior.
Raw is still,
it's still a flagship show.
Raw is still the better product, and I mean, I want SmackDown to be good, but
we still have to give it time, in reality, because like things still have to develop. SmackDown has to introduce titles, but I think Raw's better show at the moment.
Yeah,
but we'll see what happens in the future.
Yeah, give it time to flesh out a little bit.
Yeah.
And, I'm sure SmackDown will. Live up to what they want it to be.
Hopefully.
So NXT.
Yeah, NXT. NXT solid like always. I mean, there wasn't too much going on, but you had the nice opening segment with Bayley and Asuka.
Yeah, the contract signing that was nice for a couple reasons. All right. Okay, so Bayley made a bold choice coming out in flannel. That was a little different for her. A little makeup, a little flannel on, and things got a little bolder. My girl Asuka comes out on some real red carpet shit. Like she's got like these crazy heels. She's all dressed up. She's actually looking like a chick, except for the fact that she still has hair that looks like Trix yogurt.
Whatever.
I mean, that's cool.
She didn't have a thong on?
I mean, she might have had it under that
Queen
skirt.
of Thong style.
The Queen of Thong style. You're hurting her first.
Yeah, like she actually came out here like looking, looking normal for a change, which was.
I love Asuka. I
love Asuka too. Yeah, which it was just cool.
Would you have intercourse with this woman?
I think we all know the answer to that one.
Resounding no. Go on.
So, alright. So, Bailey decides that she's gonna get super buck at this thing. Like, she got unnaturally aggressive with this whole thing. Like, she's,
pushing Asuka out of the way
getting in her
stuff.
face and shit. And it's like, okay, we all know that Asuka's not going to fight you back in, like, 6-inch heels, dude. Like, come on, like, chill. You know, like, you're tough now, but wait till she's, you know, wearing that zebra shit, like, you know, in her full attire. But yeah, that was pretty neat. That was different for both of them. It was a different look for both of them. I thought that was pretty cool. And then the authors came out.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Is their name the Authors of Pain?
Yes.
Yeah, that
Authors
is
of Pain.
That is their legitimate tag name.
Gotta be the shittiest name I've ever heard. Fucking
the
tag
Authors
team
of Pain. They did one spot that I kind of enjoyed. The
powerbomb cheers.
Yeah, I'm just gonna call it the cheers powerbomb or the toast, if you will. That was kind of sweet, but didn't realize that these guys don't speak English, or at least they didn't at the end of that. Like they don't. I've never heard them talk until now.
Yeah, I don't think they have really. I mean, they're trying to build them as these big heel tag teams, but I don't think anyone really cares.
Yeah, they're just other generic Samoan guys that are just real big.
Yeah.
TM61 tried to start some shit. You know, they tried to come out and, you know, get out there. By the way, the guys that jobbed in that match, the one dude, the little black guy who comes out in the jeans with like the knee pads and all that, like, you know what I'm talking about? Like the whatchamacallit. It's like his second
I don't
time.
remember their opponents. Was it Patrick Clark?
I'm not sure, but random jobbers, but it's the second time in a row I've seen this guy. Really skinny black dude, he comes out, he's wearing he looks like he brought his gear from home. It's like jeans and like roller hockey knee pads and stuff. I feel bad for that guy every time he's in the ring, because he weighs like 100 pounds soaking wet, and he takes all of the bumps, and I'm like, damn son, it's kind of rough. But yeah, so that went down. I guess they're trying to build TM61 as a, you know, I mean, it's the next logical face tag team to, you know, step up. So that makes sense.
Why are they called TM61? That's very odd.
It's supposed to be a play off of TMDK, which was their old tag team.
I know that.
There's a reason for it, and they explained it, but I don't remember what it was. I can't think of it.
61 home runs that Mickey Mantle hit, or Roger Maris? Yeah.
No, I don't think it has anything to do with that. I don't think.
Damn it!
I don't think these 20-something Australian guys really cared about 1960s baseball, but
they're missing out.
Nakamura.
They didn't care about 61 and 61.
Nakamura cuts a little promo where he calls
he cut a promo.
He cut a promo,
He did in English.
Yeah, where he calls Samoa Joe Sama Joe, which is awesome.
I don't know if you guys, but before you continue with this, I have to interject about the Jericho podcast that he had with Nakamura. I don't know if you heard it yet.
No.
There was
one with Nakamura.
There was a Talk as Jericho with Nakamura. Now, you might think a Japanese guy who's spent most of his life over there on a podcast for an hour with Chris Jericho might be a little cringeworthy. It was not bad.
Yeah. I mean,
you kind of have
in other countries learn English, and are like, the only reason you don't see a lot of them speak it is because they're not comfortable in a public setting. But a lot of people from other countries learn English.
It was kind
He's
of weird.
lived with Daniel Bryan, so they obviously had to communicate.
Yeah, I didn't think he would do that for an hour. So
he trained in the LA Inoki Dojo, so had to learn English.
Yeah,
even if he didn't learn it in school. But
so after that, there was little CN action, little Andrade versus my man Dawkins with his spinning corner splash.
Yeah,
that was cool the first time he did it, not the other couple times though. Not the other couple times.
But that match is irrelevant. The best part about that whole thing was when the most glorious thing happened and Bobby Roode came out.
Oh man. You know, at this point, because when I first heard his theme song, I was like, "This is complete shit." Like, I hated it. This is trash.
It is phenomenal.
It is beginning to grow on me.
You guys need to find on the internets, on www.internet.com, Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano, the Glorious Bomb videos.
Yeah.
They're pretty funny. They just show up in random spots with Bobby Roode, including his hotel room and his bathroom stall, and they play his theme and hope to get his approval.
Wow.
It's good stuff.
I might have to look into that. By the way, Bobby Roode got extra racist back there when he got in CN's face and said something about him not speaking English, and I'm like, whoa.
That's not really racist.
That's Bobby for you. Sounds like something he do.
The man speaks English. What?
Does he?
Yeah, and then he came out. He's like, "Yeah, so I know you don't speak any English." Then everyone started booing and stuff because it was blatantly fucking racist.
Whatever. That's good, classic heel Bobby Roode. I'm glad that Bobby Roode was not a face coming into the company.
Can't be a face. He's
Bobby Roode is a really good heel.
That'll be a reasonably good match for him, right off the bat, because CN's pretty good. I mean, he's quick.
He's not established, but he's a good worker. Bobby Roode's a good worker. It's good stuff. It'll be good stuff.
So then the next match was Billie Kay versus Liv Morgan.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, fellas. My penis has never been more confused while watching a match, because I am a huge Billie Kay mark on the low, alright? She is fantastic.
I was down with her when she was Jessie McKay, so step on.
Oh, wow. You call it dibs, bro?
Yep.
Wow. Had her indie merch and shit.
Yep.
She's coming out wearing this velvet velour get up. She just looks very soft to the touch. I'll just leave it at that. Okay, and then you have Liv Morgan. Stay brutal.
Yeah. I was about to show my real smart credibility by name dropping her real name, but I forgot it. So it's not
coming out in like a trucker hat and some skinnies and shit, looking fresh from the pit. And I mean, I'm not gonna lie, she's kind of lolly, but you know me, man. I'm not gonna fuck. So I was with it all the way around. This was great.
I guess there's nothing wrong with a good lolly every once in a while.
You gotta have one.
We ain't talking lollipops.
Oh, wow. So they actually, the cool part about this was neither of them are that established.
Yeah.
So it could have went either way.
Yeah.
They really could have went either way, but Billie Kay ended up going over.
Yeah.
With some sweet discus shit, and this is her second win in a row. So I mean, I don't know how hard they're pushing her, but so far so good.
She might be a main player. They really need to reestablish this women's division. Yeah. I really want to see Santana Garrett and Tessa Blanchard on the show more and become a bigger part.
But Antonio, what about Deonna Purrazzo?
We haven't even seen her in at least a month.
It's been a while, yeah. That's what I'm saying.
But I mean, they're all like that. But I mean, we could see her too, and I'd like to see them bring Blue Pants back.
Maybe she could be in a tag team with her nose.
What?
I'm just saying.
Blue Pants is really over when she was around. Yeah.
She
was only around for
She hasn't been around a while.
Are they still selling her merch on WWEshop.com?
I don't know.
I know it was on clearance for a while back there, but I haven't seen it in a while. But yeah, BK is looking strong.
Yeah, let's see her. Let's see more Peyton Royce too.
Yeah, Peyton Royce.
They're IRL BFFs too. Peyton Royce and Billie Kay.
Oh, word.
Yeah, they're both Aussie girls. So
do they room together and stuff? On tour?
Maybe.
No, they don't, because it's always a full sale. But I mean, it's okay.
They tour though.
Yeah, occasionally.
Tours,
yeah.
They do tours all the time, or at least in the
Real Big's full sale.
Yeah, right. I'll be full sale. But regardless, okay, so Tommaso and Gargano came out, and they wrecked some jobbers.
Yeah.
And
against was that the match with Terrorizing Son, Rob Rising?
Rob Rising. Apparently, Terrorizing had a son.
Yep. I'm glad that they're still keeping their tag team together after their match at the C-Dub, which was fantastic.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that they're still, because they could have easily broke them up and made them singles guys, but I'm glad they're still keeping that. They're still going strong.
They're still
pushing
the main babyface tag team.
They're still pushing for those titles, which I would like to see them get them.
Me too.
I love the revival. I mean, don't get me wrong, but I mean, it'd be cool to see.
Yeah.
See those guys with some gold. But, okay, so after that, alright, to close this thing out, Mojo and Samoa Joe. Mojo comes out looking strong as fuck, dude. Never thought I'd see Samoa Joe get bullied out of a ring by anybody like that's not like a main guy.
Yeah.
Like that was I was actually surprised. Like,
Well,
he no-sold a headbutt, dude. Like he got headbutted in
Mojo
the face.
is on the main roster now, so.
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess
taping.
I guess that like bumps his cred up a
in
little
a few
bit.
weeks.
I suppose it does bump up his power level a little bit now that he's on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Even though he was drafted like damn near last, right? But still, like he actually held his own against the top guy on NXT, which is still pretty crazy, especially considering how they've like built Joe how Joe's really built himself. I mean, he had that presence coming in as being this like overwhelming guy, you know, and they just let Mojo kind of toss him around for the first 10 minutes of that match. I'm like, that's really weird. It wasn't a bad match. Like Joe had a really cool like spike spot in the corner. I mean, it wasn't like Bray Wyatt's like spike or nothing, but I mean, it was close.
Yeah, I know.
And so after hitting him with the coquina clutch twice, because he had to make that point, you know.
Yeah.
Here comes Nakamura with the deepest V ever. All right, hand on his fucking cock. He comes out of nowhere wearing these pants, just giving none of the fucks.
Yeah.
All right, and he comes with the squad.
Yeah.
It's not like Nakamura's coming dolo. No, he's breaking out like all the guys.
Well, he didn't intentionally bring the squad.
He did literally like bring him with him, but I mean, like he came flanked by like NXT guys that were just like, no, we're not letting this pop off.
Yeah.
No one holds him back. Everyone immediately just grips Joe back. Yeah, it's like
and then
12
like
guys.
Nakamura's like trying to fuck with him, going through that silly ass laugh.
So he like gets his nose like he's a little kid, and I'm dying because it's hilarious, and he's getting so tight. Like Joe's like bright red, like you motherfucker, give me my nose back. It's great, you know. And then he slaps him, and I'm just like, wow. Like it's because this is a debate that I've been having with a couple people. Like, you know Nakamura's style, and you know how Joe is.
Yeah.
Like, Joe isn't just going to let Nakamura come in and do what he does and just, like, you know, slap him around and get all stiff and beat the shit out of him. Like, I feel like Joe's just not going to take that, dude.
Yeah.
Like, Joe's going to get pissed off, like, real life pissed off. Like, pissed off like Sami Zayn got pissed off, all right, when they had their match. Like, he's going to get real life tight, and it's going to get, like, fucking serious in there. And I'm really looking forward to see how that... I also really don't see Joe hitting Nakamura with the muscle buster. Like, for whatever reason, like I don't know. I just don't see him getting him up for that spot. Like, they'll tease it
physically, or
yeah, they'll tease it, but I don't think they're going to do it. I don't think he's going to muscle bust him.
I mean, he kind of has to. It's his thing.
I know.
He's gonna win.
I think he'll serve Nakamura his first loss.
You think so?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. But I don't think he's going to muscle bust him.
No.
I don't think Nakamura's going to let that happen. But I'm kind of looking forward to that, just to see how they're going to let that play out.
I'm really stoked for NXT Brooklyn. I can't.
Yeah.
Can't believe it's almost here.
I know, right? It's super crazy. All right, so right after that, the CWC. One for the ages, man.
Yeah, I really like what they're doing with this whole CWC thing. Like, there's not really a whole lot of story into it. Like, they have like the wrestler backstory a little bit, but it's just them fighting for one goal. So like, we're getting more match quality.
Yeah.
Oh, these guys get 20 minutes of pop, so I mean...
Yeah. And it has kind of like a UFC fight night kind of feel with like giving a little backgrounder for each wrestler beforehand and then doing a tail of the tape. Like, so it's cool.
I like that, and they're really loosening up the reins on what the announcers can talk about as far as their backgrounds.
Yeah.
Like, Mara dropped some NJPW stuff. He dropped CMLL stuff for Grand Metalik.
Yeah,
good stuff.
Because the Dubs really like taking themselves out of this and just letting these guys be these guys.
Because I mean, you can't not talk about it because it's guys who aren't established in the company. You have to give them backstory.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
let people know these are legitimate, and the fact that the fan base knows who like all these big names are, so you can't play dumb to that.
The indie wrestling scene became bigger than WWE. I mean, not bigger. Realistically,
people are more aware of it because of the internet.
Yeah, so everyone was showing up to shows with Bullet Club shirts, so they kind of have to acknowledge this shit.
I saw a dude at the thing with a Pentagon Junior shirt, and I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
In the crowd, I was like, oh wow, look at that.
There's a lot of Johnny wrestling shirts, the Ohio one, which I want.
He had like the ramen noodle shirt. Like I call it the ramen noodle dude. It's like the smiley face, and it says like Cleveland, USA. I couldn't find that shirt for the life of me, and I really want it. So Tajiri shows up against Grand Metalik, and with all right, Tajiri, yeah, he's a little older, but this match
Look it.
No.
kicked ass.
As much as I hate to say it, he still got it.
Yeah.
All
He
right.
still got it, and for being a guy who's almost 50,
Well, he's like
Or is it
45. I think it's 45.
45, okay,
Yeah, 45, 46.
so he's climbing up there. He's
Putting
getting
some
pretty
really
old.
nice sequences together.
A
Like,
lot of Japanese guys tend to go for a while. If you look at the New Japan roster, there's a lot of age on that roster, and they go pretty well. So.
he did a bridging back head scissors, which was pretty cool. You know, like he was pulling out some shit that I've never seen him do before, and I was like, oh, well, look at you, Tajiri. Where was all this shit like 10 years ago? You know?
And these guys pieced together some pretty good mat wrestling,
Yeah.
along with some spots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Metalik didn't
some good
fuck
use of
up.
Lucha Libre too.
Yeah, he didn't fuck up the spots.
Really nice transitions.
Usually with lucha guys, I fear for them because these over the top
Well,
like
that
moves.
kind of comes with the territory because it's a lot of high.
Yeah,
spots.
but also, my problem with lucha is that these guys do an awful lot just to get an arm drag. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
yeah, I understand the art, and I appreciate it just like a lot of the, any other guy that likes lucha libre out there does. But like I said, there's a lot of movement just to get an arm drag.
It's more for popping the crowd.
Yeah,
for
but
practicality.
nonetheless, all of his stuff had a purpose. There was a point where he got on he was doing like the Undertaker walk, like the
old school.
Yeah, and he got off the turnbuckle, gets on the side, and does this pretty sick ass fucking like Randy Savage elbow drop.
Yeah, they said that too.
Yeah.
They said
They
he's
called
macho
it.
like Randy.
Yeah, macho like Randy.
He also hit a giant senton, like this huge like fucking somersault plancha, which went like to the floor, which was kind of cool.
Yeah, and the highlight of this match because there's watch a lot of matches, but there's a lot of like there's always a highlight, and the highlight of this match was at one point they're on the outside, and this guy kicks Tajiri so fucking hard in the face that like the slaps are so audible in that fucking arena.
Yeah.
That
was nuts.
the kicks hurt so much more.
Yeah.
So, great match. Tajiri still has it. Didn't advance, but I mean, who really expected him to? So,
Speaking of things being more audible, I like the intimate setting that the CWC has.
oh yes,
This goes same with NXT and in most of indie wrestling. I think wrestling works better in a smaller venue.
Agreed.
Like as far as like the actual wrestling, I think it works a
and
lot
the crowd
better.
interaction too.
Yeah.
You typically get better chants and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's a more intimate, interactive thing. I mean, I understand why the WWE wouldn't ever move back to that because you're not going to give up on that revenue. You're not going to give up on those merch sales. And just the prestige of performing in front of a big audience. You're not going to get rid of that. But I think wrestling works a lot better in a more intimate venue.
and it shows the true skill of guys because when you're in a large arena like the fucking Texas Stadium or Cowboy Stadium, you have
AT&T Stadium.
I'm sorry, AT&T Stadium. I can't keep up with all these fucking these fucking different names, but it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier to screw up in those venues because you could talk to guys. These guys actually have to read each other.
Yeah.
They have to actually, sense each other and what they want to do. So that statement segues into Cedric Alexander versus Kota Ibushi, which was fucking great.
It was even better than the match before.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah.
Much better. Great spots. These guys have awesome chemistry against each other. The hits were hard. Really hard, and the crowd sold it.
I think Cedric hit Coda or Coda
Elbow, like a back elbow.
He had a really hard back elbow.
and it hurt.
And then Kota Ibushi came with the kick.
The kick from hell, dude.
Oh man,
So loud. By the way, Alexander lost 22 pounds to be here, which
He was much bigger in PWG.
he was way bigger.
Yeah.
And
He
I mean,
was-
good for him, man, because that's only added to like his agility and everything.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it really shows.
I mean, he was a good athlete, but even
It's
when
so
he was
weird. It's like his head is on like a smaller
you guys
guy's
think
body.
that everybody is shoot 205 pounds or under?
maybe not, but these guys definitely
Like
lost
that
weight.
Fabian Eichner guy, I don't know if I believe that he was 205 pounds. I don't know if I believe that, but
They'll skew it.
yeah,
We're not going
I'm
to
sure,
sit
I'm sure
here.
they'll fudge some numbers.
They'll fudge
There's
it.
got to be some kayfabe weights here.
But I don't. But you can't deny Cedric Alexander losing the weight.
Yeah,
'cause
no, he
does
was
look a lot
definitely a little
lighter.
pudgier.
And these guys, that's why the intimate setting thing segues into this match, because this was the premier match to talk about that, and the fact that all these generic hits like slaps and elbows were amplified by the fact that they're in a smaller area and the hits sound much better. When the elbow, he did the back elbow, the crowd sold it like it was a finisher. Like, it was ridiculous.
Dude, Ibushi's drop kick had everybody on their feet.
And it sounded ridiculous.
I never heard a drop kick sound like that. Never. That was insane.
These guys had a great match.
There was one spot towards the end of the match, I believe, where Ibushi's going to set up Cedric for the top rope Frankensteiner. Was that a botch? If you guys remember that part?
I thought that too.
Just because he flipped after he missed, I thought there was going to be a purposeful miss by Ibushi.
I think he did flip late. He definitely flipped late.
Well, I wasn't sure if Ibushi was supposed to miss it, or if Cedric just flipped for the fuck of it. I mean, it looked good either way, but or it looked good finding it either way. But
there were a lot of beautiful spots in this, man. I saw like a snap Michinoku driver. I saw a snap exploder. There were two golden triangle moonsaults, one off the top, which was insane.
The one on the
Ibushi hits a fucking standing corkscrew like out of nowhere. That's the real Johnny Mundo shit. Like, it was nuts. And the chants were great. They had a fight forever chant. They had both these guys chant. A couple of both these guys chant.
At the end.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Cedric hits a brain buster. It was I like that towards the end there. Like when my man was kicking out of when both of them kicked out of stuff, I'm like, wow, that was a lot of false finishes. It was pretty.
Ibushi wins with the
all the good stuff to make a good match. But I was just gonna say that too. How do you guys feel about that?
It is the Golden Star Powerbomb.
It is the last ride.
You mean the sit out last ride?
That's
what it's been called. That's what's going to continue to be called, right? It's a Golden Star Powerbomb. Stop it.
I just love how he gives a thumbs up after he wins.
I like
that is so good.
I like that quick deadlift German he did right before he hit him with the powerbomb. Yeah, that was sweet too.
So the CWC impressed on every level.
Yeah, it's from the beginning. It's been
fantastic.
It's been one of their better productions.
It's been all about the wrestling.
I like how the game came out at that end. It was like he's like, you know what? Yeah, I'll sign him. Let's come on in the back. I was like, yes.
Yeah, there's no way they're gonna let go of him. Yeah, he's too good.
I think they offered him a contract. I think they offered him, Noam Dar, and Zack Sabre a contract. And I'm sure they've offered
Zack Sabre didn't even have to get in the ring to get offered a contract. He's too good.
Need to go right to the main roster.
I was
hop right to this cruiserweight divisional Raw.
I'd been saying before that if Zack Sabre doesn't win this thing, they're doing something wrong. But I don't know. Kota Ibushi's making a really good point for himself too.
Ibushi is
one of the better wrestlers in the world, man.
Yeah, Ibushi's really.
And I believe they're on opposite ends of the bracket, so they could meet in the finals. I think they probably will meet in the finals.
That would be pretty cool.
So Cedric eventually gets signed.
As long as Bryan Kendrick doesn't win, I don't care.
Yeah, Bryan Kendrick.
Bryan Kendrick wins this tournament, I'm never watching wrestling ever again.
No, it's just
not
for
happening.
some
With the bully choke.
just to
sucks. My hatred,
people to watch.
My hatred doesn't even stem from this. It stems from something I saw in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla years ago. So, all right. So we will end this with the CWC and a great event, 2 awesome matches, and we have 2 weeks ago to SummerSlam.
Well, two weekends.
2 weekends. It's not this weekend, but next weekend.
Yeah. So
all in all, solid week. Solid week for WWE in general. WWE NXT Cruiserweight Classic. Looking forward to the continual build to these pay-per-views or special events.
We'll see. I'd like to see how all this plays out for sure.
Yeah.
So we will see all of you guys next week for another episode of our weekly review. And remember, this will be the final thought of the day. If you win, if you are on Raw, you have a chance to become the universal ruler of all reality, and you are the utmost champion of all champions, and you rule all species in existence. Remember that. So if you go to SmackDown, you could be the champ of the company, but if you go to Raw, you'll be the champion of reality.
And on that note, good night, Marks.